A beautiful evening on a beautiful day. This is your darling station Osrc Television here in Akure, the Ondo State capital, the Sunshine State. It is your program every week on Thursday, 5 o'clock to 6 p.m. in the evening. And we are starting right now with State of the State, where we'll be discussing issues, tropical issues, issues bordering on whatever you can think of in the states, at local level, even up to national level. And this evening, I'm having in the house a system, let me put it that way, public commentator who is now in government, and that is the person of the one you know that his name is not complete until you put the name of his town. That community, that small community, if you want to say that, that is Gani Mohammed, the one you put Ajowa in his name. And he's the special advisor to Governor Ayedatiwa on special duties. Gani Mohammed, sir. Welcome to the program.
Good evening.
The State of the State.
Good evening.
Welcome back to the house.
It's a pleasure being in the studio once again. Essentially about Ondo State, I discuss and I talk to your crew on the field. Right. Perhaps, maybe I've not been in the studio in the last few months.
All right. You're welcome back.
Thank you.
And since you were there before, you left, and you are back now, do we call you Emeritus Special Advisor on Special Duties?
Something like ranking advisor.
What government is doing, and to call to question. We see anywhere that jobs are not measuring up to the expectation of the people, and that is why we are having you here this evening. Mr. Mohammed, you're welcome once again.
Thank you.
Yeah, your office as the Special Advisor to the Governor on Special Duties. Definitely you have your mandate. And strategy. You have your mandate area. People want you to give them brief but genuine assessment of your mandate area.
Yeah, thank you. My mandate is primarily to advise the Executive Governor for
when you talk about activities of commercial motorcyclists, when you talk about the tricyclists, and you know the activities of these people are having direct bearing on the security of the states. And you know, the influx these days is part of the threats that we have, that it has to take the State Executive Council to roll out some measures some months back to look to at least and
given this. The contemporary topic now is security in Nigeria, that even is tasking the federal government, the national government, and subnational as state are expected to play some roles too, particularly for some responsibilities that fall within the primary exclusive function of the state, like this Okada rider, keke, and all of that. It will interest the member of public and the people watching at home to know that this current regime envisage this security challenge we have in the country. Ever since the government came on board some 2 years ago, the government has been improving on Dr. Loki directed additional recruitment of civil, and these are working. And the assets of Amotekun have improved tremendously. And you recall that early this year we had some couples of security challenges here and there. But you will notice that in recent months the scale has gone down because of the effort coming from the state.
task force that seems not working on that. Because when you talk about security, it is not when people are kidnapped. It is not when we have breaches. What of the menace that these people have constituted? And some of them that are into this business are not from this state. I want you to talk about that first before we go to the registration of a thing that the state government embarked on and nobody is saying anything about it again. But let's hope, I want you to first speak to the activities of these people that are not regulated, that have constituted menace in all the cities of the states.
Interesting to hear that they are not regulated. Like in the past, when we are regimented to taxi, where taxi applied the normal major roads. But these days, now that we have Okada, they go into the nook and cranny of the city and in detail for the towns where they operate. And because you see the employment issue, unemployment circumstance of our nation, everybody goes into, or almost everybody goes into Okada riding and keke driving or riding. In that number too, then you tend to ask, well, is this thing becoming a global challenge?
We are talking about orderliness.
Yes.
It's orderliness we are talking about. Most of these Asian tigers are not as big as Nigeria. But when you look at how orderly they are, we want to query your office. Why are they not orderly here in Ondo State?
They are orderly in Ondo State. I'm only telling you the number. The number is so much. One of my colleagues was suggesting recently that maybe we should get them off the road because the number is
surging every day.
Yeah, it's surging. It is question of
the state government gave them reflective jackets.
Yes.
Numbered.
Yeah.
But these days we don't have that.
We are working on it. If you go to the thing, it's not a permanent thing. It wears out, and we are replacing them. If you go to places like Owo, you go to places like Akure North, where we have incidents of high rate of these criminal activities, you will have noticed that there are jackets in those places. People who are watching me from home, from places like Akure North, you go and a few other local governments, where we have incidents of these bandit attacks. We are stepping into it, and what we are doing currently is that Okada that we are in Akure as I speak, that Okada man that is driving in Laje, we can see him and track him on our computer system from Akure and know where he is at that particular time. You may want to call it tracking. That may be appropriate. But what we are doing now is an AI where the man riding that Okada you are seeing on our system, we know the name of the father, the mother, the next of kin, where he lives, what he's doing outside when he's not riding Okada. We have gotten to that stage. These Okada riders you see on the street are now with identities.
What are some of these motorcycles that are imported from other states?
Yes, I want to talk about that too, because you raised that. It's a valid issue that people just bring their Okada. You see truckload of Okada, not brand new, but people who have been driving elsewhere. They stream into the country, particularly some people who do not speak our language. They just bring this Okada into our system. We already devised means. We have system to feed them out. We are not feeding them out now. We are not fall within our those we already got in their profile or their biometrics, we can track them using our thermal technology. That is working, and we are getting support from some private bodies who are assisting on this. Even the riders can comprehend. Some of them don't know how much we have known them. Some of these riders don't know how much we are watching them. Yes, there might be laws that prevent monitoring people on daily, but at a time like this, you have to go the extra mile. You don't just have to allow anybody to just stream into the system. There are some places, I remember I had I don't want to mention a particular security agency that I spoke with. They went to that particular place. They did some clearing for us. We saw some suspicious Okada that just arrived the state, and we felt, no, these people, they have suspicious background, and we brought in police. Then I want to tell you this too. It may interest you to know that in Ondo State, we already, as a government, have our ear everywhere. If you go through, and we don't want Ondo State to become the hub when they are driven in those states. In fact, I don't want to blame our state, but we are driving them. We have been driving them since we noticed this upscale in January, and we have been driving them with all energies. And perhaps some other states, neighboring states, who should,
Honorable Mohammed,
yeah.
you want to, I know that what I want to say now, that I want you to speak to,
All right.
will have to do with orientation.
All right.
Because you see these people, not only Okada riders, you see some taxi drivers that their taxis are tinted, you don't know who is who, you don't know, and I know you have a mandate to ensure that there is sanity. What orientation is your office not engaging them? You see only registration. You talked about 100 over 100,000 people
across the state.
And when if you look at it, because you say most of them are graduates, whatever, and some of them want to say because I'm a graduate and I'm riding Okada, I don't want people to know me. At least you should be proud of what you do that affects you.
You have raised two issues.
Yeah.
The first one is one being more decent than the other, or being more obedient than the other. All those states, particularly in Akure, one is not better than the other, in the sense that you see we have this issue too. They get rotting there. The wheelbarrow, you see tens of them where we put them. But tomorrow, you see them buying new one, pushing it around this place. Once they see our truck, they run away. This is a human behavior. They are not fires. They are not tables or chairs that once you put them there, they wait for you there. But these particular ones, they say, want to go, they are coming. They run. When you go, and you will police here, will police Ojaoba, will police up to the cathedral, will police to Arakale, will police to Nepa, will police around, and will police elsewhere. We have some other cities. Even if the entire police is working for special duties and strategy, I can bet
Welcome back to your program, State of the State. Still having in the house, and the conversation continues with the special advisor to the governor of Ondo State, Honorable Lucky Orimisun Ayedatiwa. Gani Mohammed, put it, Ajowa is the special advisor on special duties and strategy. Honorable,
Thank you.
I hope the heat is not much.
No, this is welcome.
Is what you are appointed to do?
Yes, you are welcome.
Okay.
In fact, it should be. It should be. People should know what every appointee who lives on government patron land in Lagos. He told me that they still maintain 1.2 million Okada riders.
In Lagos?
In Lagos. It was not 1.2 million Okada riders in Lagos. I was wow.
But there are some areas in Lagos that are no-go area for Okada riders.
But
we don't have that in Ondo State.
Despite that,
Yes.
despite that, the Lagos has that number. What I'm inferring from that is simply this: if we are looking at a little above 100,000 and a state whose geographical area is not up to half of what Ondo State is having 1.5. You know, it's a function of population. Lagos is times 5 of Lagos, Ondo State in terms of population. That is why you see, that is the next stage. If you don't have pride in what you are doing, please don't do it. In civilized world, I've been to America and know it very well. I know that even the man who is doing the dirtiest job will be proud to tell the world that this is what I do, this is my job, and they'll be proud of it. But here too, we have this behavioral pattern in Africa, or in Nigeria. Oh, if it's not a medical doctor, it's not important to the society. If it's not a journalist, it's not important to the society. If it's not a lawyer, it's not important to in America. That man sweeping your office will be telling you, sweeping the office of the chief medical director will be telling you that without me you can't function. Yeah. And that is it. We must grow from that attitude. No point. If it doesn't bring you, the job will not be done. Mr. Governor cannot drive himself to the office. Somebody must do that. Somebody must open his gate. Somebody must clean his table.
It's a shame.
Yeah, it's a shame. Everybody is a system.
Yeah.
If one is broken, the job will stop. So I'm particularly talking to the Okada riders who cover their faces because it's a graduate, and Mr. Man, I don't want to be seen driving the Okada. That Okada, he brings meal to your table.
You feed your family.
Yeah, you should be proud of it. And we are enforcing
are on concession to some of government cronies.
Yes, you must appreciate this. If you don't do this concession for government cronies, do we do it for the enemy of the government? You must give this business to, it is business.
So that shows there is no partnership between you and the Ondo State Revenue Service.
No.
Who have
no. Maybe I don't understand your question. Concession is when the state gives a job
to an agent to do it on behalf of the state.
Yes.
But we have the Ondo State Revenue Service that has a lot of people who can do the job.
No.
They can't do it?
No, they can't do it.
So that ticketing is that difficult?
It's not only ticketing. Concession. You go to our start wearing because we don't now, you know, everything that is about security of lives and property. Yeah. We want people. We want our people to be known, to be identified with us. Because if you are a coordinator, you are an ad hoc staff of special duties and strategy. So, if you were wearing this, we know that these people are representing special duties. They collect. We take this ticket. I want to put something straight through here.
Yeah.
The way we get this revenue, we go to revenue board on those state. ODRs. We get the ticket there. Okay. For our coordinators. Okay. They pay. They buy is a kind of
a very good condition,
possibly.
Okay.
Then branch. I'm walking around monitoring those boys you see running around. Those boys that are running around that they will hold your card that you are not
cause chaotic situation.
Whatever.
You are taking your children to school, you won't be able to go for the next 30 minutes for 1 hour.
I don't know where that will happen.
That's happening.
I don't know where that happens.
People are complaining.
I've not gotten those complaints anyway.
But that must be factored into your orientation, whatever you do.
Yeah, you see, the aspect that you may want to mention, I'm a comrade. I'll tell you how it is. The aspect you may want to mention is the manner with which criticism, the feedback. Yeah. It's a loop. Yeah. Once it goes like this, it comes back to us, we feed it back to the system. Some of the issues you raise here now, we will go back to the street and implement it. And that's how it goes here.
That's good. That's good. But briefly, I want you to talk about how you are managing or how you are ensuring that people are not motorists, are not shortchanged by these filling stations at this time.